Hola, buenos días. Soy Nico.
I was excited. I was like, "Ooh, this is entertaining," because I love me some drama all the time. So definitely, I was tuned in.
And today we're here to start off another wonderful week's worth of content. Well, yes. Grand Rising Kangs and Queens. I hope that y'all. I'm joking. Nico, I'm not a hotel. But good evening. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. I personally do not celebrate Thanksgiving on a national level. I basically just give thanks for the people that were in my life. So before I get started on the normal spiel, if you are interested in the Friendsgiving I had, some of my friends, because I did not finish editing the full home movie, because I got sentimental this year and I'm like, I want to start recording my actual like holidays with my friends and the big events so that I have these memories later. So if you're interested in seeing some of my friends, because that's not the full home video, stay tuned to the end of the video. But before that, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on Patreon at patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics for more exclusive videos, weekly live streams, and to be a part of the live streams where we have multifaceted conversations with a varied panel depending on the week. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in. And last video's comment was about Big C going to the big house. It was basically saying all the parties involved knew that Corey was a terrible person, so I don't necessarily feel bad for any of them. Once again, when that all happened, I tried to give Daniel the benefit of the doubt because he's 18, but as more information came out, even before they all got into this last final fight, none of them were coming out of that looking good. So I'm so sad that it ended up with somebody going to jail briefly, having to do a court case, a marriage almost falling apart, but I'm gonna stand beside my man, and now an 18-year-old being sent off into the wonders, you know. It's not funny, but it's not my life. So moving forward, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get on to the actual topic. Today we're going to be talking about something that I feel like it's becoming more prevalent the more that we normalize super happy adult fun time and the work that is related to it. Basically, a OnlyFans performer who is bi. His name is Jaeebunny. Recently went viral because, as most people do, especially in their early 20s, everything is content. Everything is live streamed. So while he was at the delivery of his child with his baby's mother, the doctor came in while he was on live stream and said, "Hey, so, while we're doing your tests and, preparing for the delivery, we wanted to tell you that you tested positive for syphilis. Has anyone told you about that?"
So the other thing I wanted to go over, it looked like during pregnancy, you had tested positive for syphilis. Did anybody talk to you about that?
And my thing is, I understand some people are oblivious. I understand you didn't feel like anything was wrong, so you weren't worried. If you are on live stream while the mother of your child is about to give birth and a doctor comes in and slowly begins to drip feed the information, "Hey, I don't know if anybody told you this, but you tested positive," I would have cut off the live. Cut off the live. Like, cut the camera. Why are you still recording? And it's not funny. It's just, there was so much built up by the doctor preparing you for this news that you should have at least muted the live when they were going to announce the diagnosis. Because as soon as he said, "Oh, syphilis," Jay quickly just looked at the baby mama, looked at the doctor, looked at the camera, and just quietly ended the live stream. So not only is that bad, and I'm going to have to get into why this probably happens a lot more than people think, I just wanted to add in that Jaeebunny, he originally started off as a solo content creator. I've seen him online at least for a year and a half now. I'd say recently he started doing collaborations with not only Jacoby, but some other random men that also do OnlyFans. Nico, I say random men because Sometimes it is an actual big name performer, and otherwise it's like a random dude he's making videos with, which isn't a problem. Clearly one is going to give you more visibility, but it's also going to give you more security health-wise. Nico, why do you say that? So, as you know, he started off as a solo content creator and he started doing collaborations. But what a lot of people don't realize about OnlyFans, it is essentially Hookup 2.0 in the sense that you see somebody that you're attracted to. You make sure that they're attracted to you as well. You then have a conversation about meeting up to make content, and from there you make the content. Meaning there is a lot of room for error if you are not collaborating with people who are on top of their sexual health. Nico, why do you say that? Because even when I was covering the situations of Loadgate or Tina Gate, I had to word these all very carefully. People were coming up to my videos going, I don't understand why you're always preaching about sexual health. This is an OnlyFans scene. How do you know these random people invited to the dumping party haven't been tested? And I'm like, as somebody that's in the industry, I always like to tell people, what you see on camera is not full reality. In the sense that, yes, sometimes people are enjoying themselves as much as they seem to be on camera. Sometimes they aren't enjoying the scene as much as it may appear, and they're simply just acting through it. But also, all of these people aren't going through the proper avenues for screening their partners. And that's not to shame anybody, because like I said, the only reason I was so gung-ho about consistently working with, let's say, the Voyeur Studio, when I first got there, we all got tested. It's just a basic protocol of you need to get tested or have up-to-date sexual health screenings to be able to collaborate in a studio. So OnlyFans is individualized. It's not studio related, so no one is demanding test results. It's essentially, if you logged on to Grindr and you say, hey, you want to link up, it's the same equivalency to that, except you're putting up a tripod and having lighting. I will say I feel sorry for Jacoby's Cabaret. Nico, why do you say that? I say I feel sorry for Jacoby's Cabaret, not because this has anything to do with Jacoby stigma-wise, but more so now that this is being picked up by mainstream media outlets, every blog that I've seen talk about this has plastered not only Jaeebunny, but most of Jacoby's Cabaret in every edition of the story, basically painting their group with the broad strokes of syphilis. Which isn't fair because you can't attribute that to Jacoby and his group of people, but it's just using this group picture for every article surrounding him, frying me. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I want to say this isn't really surprising, strictly because as someone who came into the industry as a solo content creator, I don't think he probably knew the risks and dangers, because a lot of people like to go in thinking gleefully, oh no, everybody's up to date on their tests. But in this situation in particular, I'm gonna have to slap your wrist a little harder than I normally would. Nico, it's one thing for you to have a mistake and oopsie daisies, I caught an STD and STI, especially syphilis because it is treatable. In this situation, you infected your pregnant girlfriend who was infected while giving birth to your child, which could have caused major defects in the child. So, especially in situations where you are procreating, or let's just say super happy adult fun time recreationally with people, while you are filming, you need to still be getting tested. I'm sorry, you can't tell me that you have been tested recently if your pregnant girlfriend, who has to go to sonograms and updates on her physical health frequently because she's pregnant and about to give birth, you can't tell me you've been tested recently. Because the fact that she is literally in the emergency room pushing and they're having to come out and say, hey, so I don't know if anybody's told you this. It gets to the point of irresponsibility. And I always tell people your sexual health is your own responsibility. But in situations like this, where you are doing super happy adult fun time related work, it's not only your business, but also your partner's business, your child's business. Because I understand, to my knowledge, Jaeebunny is in his mid to early 20s, and this isn't even the first, let's say, bisexual and or gay for pay content creator that has a baby. Because I know Grandy recently welcomed a child, which congratulations to him too. Air Thugger recently welcomed a child. Congratulations to him too. But that just goes to show you, if you are having a more high-risk scenario because of what you do for work, you need to stay up to date on your testing and your partners. I'm sorry. I always come on here and talk about sexual health and, oh, your health is your responsibility. Your health is your responsibility, but also the health of your baby's mother and your baby if you're still having super happy adult fun time with her while filming with all of these men. But with that being said, I'll leave the conversation up to y'all. Did y'all see the announcement? Would y'all have had the forethought to stop recording after the doctor slowly came in and said, hey Diva, so there's something that I need to tell you? How do you feel about this situation, especially with media outlets running the story and using group pictures of Jaeebunny and all his collaborators who are a part of Jacoby's regular filming group as the face of this shocking revelation? If anything, how do you feel for the mother? Because it's one thing to say, oh, my child's life was in danger, because that is very dangerous to a child's health. It's also putting your own body at risk, because a lot of women come online and open up about how pregnancy is the closest to death that a woman will ever get, just because there is so much happening in the body at once. So this could have possibly went very badly. Luckily, his baby was born. She was delivered safely. I remember I saw a picture of him holding her. But it's more so, if you're going to be in this industry, you have to be an adult and you have to stay on top of your sexual health, especially if you're going to have a partner who is outside the industry who is also pregnant. But with that being said, I'll leave the conversation up to y'all before I continue to ramble, and I'll see you guys next time. Boop. And now for a brief yet sincere shout out to this week's third eye tier subscribers, Ronell, AW, the second, and Thomas. Your continued support is greatly appreciated, and thank you once again to everyone who supports the channel. And this week's live stream will be over why are so many performers retiring before 2026. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in. Shaheen, introduce yourself and say what you're thankful for this Thanksgiving.
I'm Shaheen. I'm thankful for paychecks.
Period.
Yeah. Friends, community. Shit. The concept of death, because Trump will be out of here soon.
Period. Hello. Introduce yourself and say what you're thankful for.
I'm Reggie, and I'm thankful for Shaheen.
Aww. And introduce yourself and tell me what you're thankful for.
My name is Leilani, and I'm honestly just thankful for the tribe and the people that I surround myself with, and also just elevation, God. Thank you.
Well, there's a lot of people.
You.
Oh my God.
Introduce yourself. You can back up a little bit. I'm sorry. Introduce yourself and say what you're thankful for.
I'll be right back, y'all.
My name is Anthony. I'm thankful for the eventual sweet release of death.
Oh my God.
Wait, what did he just say?
Take two.
Hi, my name is Sylvia. I'm very thankful for my friends.
Hi, I'm Artemis, and I'm thankful for life, for breath.
That's the right answer. One more time, gays.
Yeah, he could be the game for the game.
Go first. No, you first. You first. Oh, okay. I'm Jordan. I'm thankful for being invited to my first Thanksgiving abroad, or Thanksgiving at all. So thank you, Anne. Kurt, please introduce yourself.
My name is Kirk. I'm thankful for my friendships and being able to travel this year.
Are we doing photos and video?
Why not?
No. Introduce yourself and say what you're thankful for this year.
Hi, I'm Ken, like the Barbie doll. And the thing I'm grateful for is that I've had a good year of change. A lot of changes coming my way in the future, so that's what I'm grateful for.